Whatever it takes to move forward. That's what you need to ask yourself. One of the reasons I always stress that you need to know, what are you selling? What is the step? Because most sales, almost every sale is multiple. It's multiple connections, multiple steps. It is not, hey, I am selling a car, so you walk in the door and I go, hi, and I'm closing you on the car. How the heck can you get there? You got to know, what are they interested in? What is their personality like? What are they looking for that they may not realize they're looking for? How do you relate to them? Where's your common ground? Where's the bond? How are we going to go there? Did we get in the car? Do we make them start to like it? Have we made this boom, 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 all the things through? But here's a quirky thing, and I actually didn't mean to do this when I started, but I'm going to stay with the car deal. You know what they teach you, or at least they used to, as the great rule of thumb in car sales? Get a commitment. Get a commitment. Live by the, if I could, would you? Why? Because once somebody says, I will, boom, we're good. I always love to quote the great old joke of Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance. Remember, he's saying to the girl, 1 in 10, no. 1 in 1,000, no. 1 in a million, no. 1 in a billion. You're not saying there's, okay, there's 1 in a billion. So you're saying there's a chance. Okay, that's what you need is a chance. You just need in the game. You've just got to be there. The great joke of, would you sleep with me for $1 million? Well, how about 10? Wait a second. Now, of course, we've established you're a prostitute, now we're just negotiating price. It's a matter of get the commitment. Get them in the box. Take the jokes, make them fun so you can hold them in your head, then realize they're jokes and throw them away because they're just jokes. But the reality is, know what you're selling, because you've got to get people to make the step. Get them in the box. Get them committed. Something bizarre happens when we commit. Something bizarre happens when you do. There is a reason people are afraid in a modern world to make the step of marriage. There's a reason there. We live together. I don't understand the difference. I'm an old school dude, but it means something to them. One is a real commitment. Bizarre as it sounds, one's real, the other isn't. Playing house ain't real. Saying to get married, holy cow, we can live in different states, and that's real. It's weird, it's quirky, but it's true. And making the commitment is so true, that's why it's hard to get people to do. So the question you have to ask yourself constantly, focus on the sale you're on, is what do I have to do to get them to say yes? What does it have to be that if I could, they would? And get there. I don't care if it's ridiculous. I don't care if it's insane. I don't care if it's if I can build a house for $30 a foot, would you sign right now? You know it's moronic. You know it's stupid. You know it's insulting. You know it's absolute insanity. But if that's what it takes and they say yes, boom, see, you're saying there's a chance. We've got a step. Sign them. Here's my point to you, then here's our paperwork. Let's get started. Number one, totally seriously, total ethics, let the system be the system. Now those who are looking at me, I can never do that, that's immoral, that's it. Bullcorn. You didn't say what house. You can give me the plans. You tell me you can't build a house for 30 bucks a foot? I could never, of course you can. Oh, BS. Now, you start timing down with specifics. Remember the triangle. You can cover money, you can cover size, you can cover plans, features, excuse me, if you prefer. Can't cover all three. You don't get to cover all three. You cover money, you said 30 bucks a foot. That's the only one you get to cover. I'll take care of size and I'll take care of plans. Or features. Sorry, I need to stick with features on this. So how am I gonna, don't hit, well, Bob, you don't know my community. Well, I didn't say in your community. Push out in the country. Get out of permits. But I will tell you exactly how you do it. Here you go. Here's a house for 30 bucks a foot. First off, it's gonna have to be at least 10,000 feet. Second off, it is going to be a metal building and it's gonna have a bathroom. And we'll put in a little bitty kitchenette, all electric. No appliances, by the way. Concrete floor, one in and out door, one window, and I'll give them an overhead garage door. I did not say I'd insulate it. I didn't say I'd air condition it. It's not going to have a bedroom. It's not going to have a living room. It's not going to have anything. Basically, what I'm saying is I'm going to give you a barn with a potty. But once it's got a potty, in my book, it's a house. I can do that at that size for 30 bucks a foot. I can't. Well, I didn't want that. That ain't what they said. Again, you go covering features. It's a whole different game. Sign them. Get them there. Get them to commit and get in. Now you look at me and you go, okay, Bob, I'm going to take your advice. I'm going to do that. And I have this person in the door and they bought me this plan and there's no way it can be built for less than $150 a foot. And they told me, sure, if you can do it for $45 a foot. So I took it. Don't do an if I could, would you, that is just a moron thing. This is sales. This isn't find a moron, be a moron. Keep that in mind. I'm not trying to insult you, but let's be realistic. You can take any rule of sales, apply the moron factor, and make it go to crap. So, hey, if you look at someone and go, hey, if I paid you, would you take the house? Yeah, okay, let's sign then, I will. Don't be a moron. This isn't a moron factor. It has to be something you actually could do at the most extreme. Now, is mine moronic? Is mine stupid? Is mine borderline insulting? Is it the full extreme? You bet it is. Absolutely. A friggin' metal building with the 2.5-inch concrete slab, maybe even granite floor that's got a bathroom. Yeah, it is. But somebody looking at me and saying 30 bucks a foot is as well. The only person that's going to say that is the one that's arrogantly, I will do everything myself. Well, cool. Here's your shell. Get on it. I mean, seriously. People call them a barn dominium. It's done. Is it an extreme? Yeah. Was it moronic? Yeah. Was the purpose of it? But could it be done? Yeah. So now we got the commitment. Now we're moving forward. Trust the system to take care of itself. If you are being the extreme, but you are staying on the side of what is real, and your client is the same. In other words, we've taken away the moron factor from them and the moron factor from you. Then we are sincerely moving forward. The system's going to do it. Now, are you ever going to be at that extreme? No, because you're dancing too close to the moron factor. I'm using it for an extreme example. What you are going to be is the guy with the $150 a foot house that needs to be at 120 to feel right about it. And you know, I know we can't be at 120. I know he's not going to be at 120. I know we're not going to be there because of the things he thinks he's going to do that he's not, and the features that he thinks he'll live without that he won't. That is not your job. It is not your job to forecast the future. Your job is to say, I could do it for 120. Sign them up, make the commitment, let the system take care of itself. And if you do, you're going to get one that gets pissed and doesn't ever move forward. It sucks. I hate it. You're going to get one that ends up building for 115. Seriously, those two are going to balance each other out. And then you have 5 in the middle from one extreme to the other. It's the nature of the beast. Do you know why? Because every human, every client is a unique individual. They have similarities, but they all are going to surprise you in a wonderful way. Guide them and walk them forward, but what they really need is the commitment to get in the game and to step forward. Help them get there. If I could, would you? You don't have to use those words, but you have to have that mentality. Get the signature, get the commitment, then everything will flow. It's the best I have for today. It's not my greatest, but hopefully it was helpful. Have a good day.